What's happening, guys? Sam Adams here, and welcome back to another episode of The Gist of It. I hope you guys are having an amazing week. If you have been wondering what's up with all of the new uploads that are titled Caffeinate here on the channel, I've been starting a morning show every morning on twitch.tv/TheSamuelAdams at 6 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, where I hang out live, run down some of the top video game news from the previous day and the past couple of hours, and I give you guys a rundown of everything you need to know to get through your day in the nerdiest, most beautiful way possible. It's been a really fun time. I've enjoyed doing the show, and I'm going to continue doing it. And of course, those exports are going to be available right here on youtube.com/SamuelAdamsMedia, as well as over on Twitch itself, depending on where you want to watch. Doesn't matter to me. It's just there if you do want to take advantage of it. But that's all beside the point. What are we talking about today on The Gist of It? And we are actually going to be talking about this right here, this tweet that was sent out by Razer from the official Razer account. They said, and I quote, "Real talk, how do you like your gaming monitors? Gotta be matte or rocking the gloss?" Now, 80% voted gotta be matte, including myself. 20% voted rocking the gloss. For those that don't understand what any of that means, essentially, they're asking what kind of style of a monitor do you want? Do you want one that has a nice matte black finish, or do you want one that has a bit of a sheen to it, like most monitors tend to do in the modern day and age? Now, this is potentially just, you know, gauging some public interest. This is potentially just seeing how people like a monitor, genuinely just creating some small talk and really just kind of kicking up some dirt around the idea of making an actual gaming monitor. Because will it ever actually happen? It's yet to be seen, but it seems very strange that this kind of tweet would be sent out if there wasn't at least some kind of intention of making a gaming monitor. The thing with the world of monitors right now is that everybody is interested in new technology, but that new technology is spread out in a lot of various ways and shapes and forms. For instance, Samsung is hedging their bets on having an ultra wide monitor, which I fell in love with, but unfortunately I'm too reasonable to buy. On top of that, you have some that are pushing up to a 4K resolution, maybe even higher than that, and it just depends on where you really want your value to lie. With Razer, I'm going to be going off of the hunch that I have with the Razer phone, because it seems like they doubled the standard refresh rate with their Razer phone as compared to something like a Samsung Galaxy S7 or a regular standard kind of phone like you would get from an iPhone, by boosting it up to 120 Hz refresh rate on the screen itself. If they continue along that route and they focus on becoming the company that really emphasizes refresh rate over anything else, then what we could be seeing from Razer, and again, this is just a hypothesis, is a 1920 by 1080 high, very high refresh rate monitor. I'm talking maybe 240, maybe 250, even 300. We'll have to see what the tech is capable of, but especially with Razer and the way they've been trending, I would say at least 240 Hertz. Now, again, I want to emphasize I have no concrete, confirmation that that is what Razer is going to be doing and what they have up their sleeve, but I do want to say that if that is in fact what they are doing and what they're planning with their new product, come back here on this video, leave a comment and saying, "Sam, you are a genius. You knew exactly what Razer had up their sleeve. You can read companies like a book. Somebody should hire you to be a gaming industry analyst." I want you to come back, leave that exact comment on this video, or put it on Twitter and send it to Razer. All joking aside, though, it's incredibly interesting to see where the technology is going with monitors, because everybody is trying to really become the next big thing. Everybody's trying to figure out what the next big piece of technology is going to be that really becomes the must-have whenever we're talking about gaming on a PC or even gaming on a console. For me, I feel like the refresh rate is going to be the thing that I focus the most on whenever I'm picking out my next monitor. As somebody who has god-awful eyesight and also dirty glasses, but as somebody who has god-awful eyesight, I don't really necessarily need to have something like an 8K monitor or a 4K monitor. That's why I haven't upgraded any of my screens. One of the ones that I'm using right now, I believe, is 1900 by 1200 resolution, something along those lines. I don't need a high-resolution monitor. 1080p is perfectly fine for my needs and my capabilities. But with that being taken into account, your boy loves an ultra-wide monitor. There's a lot of real estate there. You can put up a lot of web pages. It seems like it's less intrusive if you don't have bezels separating three of your monitors. Of course, bezel-less monitors are also an aspect of the industry to take into consideration whenever you are planning what kind of new tech you want to get and what kind of new tech you want to put into your setup. And these are all just elements that you have to consider whenever you are in the market for a brand new piece of technology to build into your setup. And so going forward, it essentially depends on what people are interested in for their specific setup. There is not going to be any kind of foundational starting point for what what you necessarily need. It just kind of depends on what you want. I mean, right now, you could be playing a PlayStation 3 on a 720p TV and be perfectly satisfied. It ultimately comes down to what makes you the happiest and what fits with your lifestyle and your gaming choices. And that'll wrap it up for this week's episode of The Gist of It. I hope you have enjoyed it, and in the comment section down below, join the conversation. Let me know what you think about Razer potentially making a monitor. Is this a good move for them in the market? Is it already too saturated? Do you think it could actually bring something innovative and new to the table? Let me know in the comment section down below, and if you happen to be new to the channel, I do upload new stuff throughout the week, and I am live streaming every morning and most nights at twitch.tv/TheSamuelAdams. And you can keep up to date with all of this information at twitter.com/PrettyChillGuy or Instagram.com/SamuelAdamsMedia. That's a lot of stuff to promote, and I'm really impressed with myself that I nailed that. But anyways, I hope you guys have a fantastic rest of the week. I will talk to you on Friday with On the Topic of, and peace.